I personally tracked how long it took me to go from ideation all the way to scheduling a YouTube video. And I broke down the hours, the minutes, and everything. I'm going to share that with you in this video. I'm guessing you kind of already have an idea that YouTube is a time investment. It takes a while. That's why most people, create content on other platforms because there is more of a time investment for YouTube. But I wanted to break it down in this video just to put specific numbers to each task associated with creating videos for YouTube, and also thinking about how we can reduce it and reframe the time investment involved. So in this video, we're going to look at planning, how long that takes, filming, editing, doing the SEO and thumbnails, and then scheduling. And I'm going to share a few things along the way with you that you need to keep in mind. So let's get into it. I'm Auret, by the way. I'm co-founder of Essetino Media, and we do YouTube strategy for business owners. But I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is a time investment. So I did a time audit over a span of 2 weeks and just basically populated those numbers onto here. So these are average numbers. And before I get into this, one thing you need to know about how I do YouTube is that I will batch each section or part of it. So you can see here, I've broken up the YouTube content production system into these 4 steps. So I'll batch plan personally 4 videos at once. That means I'll come up with my outlines. I don't do scripts, but that's how I plan my videos. Maybe you plan your videos by doing the scripts for all of them, but I'll plan all 4 at once. I will then film all 4 at once, like I'm doing right now. I personally won't edit them. This is something that I delegate. But we'll hand all 4 off to the editor at once. Once we finalize those videos, we will schedule them all at once. On the planning side, it takes me personally around 20 minutes per video. And so taking all 4 videos into account, it usually takes me anywhere between 1 to 2 hours to plan all 4 videos. When it comes to filming, I kind of tend to run on the longer side for my videos. Like they usually go anywhere between 18 to 30 minutes, honestly. But for my clients, when they film their videos, they generally like to keep it shorter, like 7 to 12 minutes. Both types are fine. You can do longer versus shorter. I would say to do a mix, which is really good. But for me personally, I prefer doing longer form. So it could take me around 30 minutes per video to film it. So all 4, 2 hours for all 4. And I find like that, when I set a time slot for me to film, it's usually like 2 to 2.5 hours ish, and I'll get all 4 videos done. Now on the editing side, again, I don't personally edit my videos. You can in fact eliminate this entirely just by filming your videos in one take. You could do that, if you wanted to. For me, because I don't script out my videos, I like to just have bullet points, and I'll take a look at the notes and I'll talk, on that particular bullet point, and then I'll pause, gather my thoughts, and talk about the next thing. That's how I like to film my videos. So I do need an editor for that. And not just that too, we like to incorporate some visual things on our videos, as you've seen on this channel. So it could, depending on what type of edit we're needing for that video, it could take anywhere between 2 to 8 hours. That includes, getting the draft back from the editor and making revisions and having them sent back. This could be even more too, depending on what kind of an edit you're seeing. But for educational channels, expert-based business owners, you're just basically sharing your knowledge in the form of a video, not doing some sort of crazy lifestyle vlog or anything like that. It is about in this range, and it shouldn't go over this. But when we factor in 4 videos around this time, this is the bottleneck. You can see here anywhere between 6, a huge range, to 32 plus hours. So one of the things, again, that you could do here to minimize this is not do any edits at all, film your videos in one take. Or if you do like to have some editing like we do, then you could keep your videos a bit shorter because longer videos tend to cost more in terms of editing. Another thing too is you got to think of the skill of the video editor that you're delegating to. Some entry-level video editor will be a lower investment than obviously someone who has more experience and is a more of an advanced editor. But that advanced editor will take them less time, I bet, than the entry-level editor. When it comes to packaging and scheduling now, so when I say packaging, so this is this aspect of when you go to schedule, you need the thumbnail and you need the title and all the metadata, the video description, all of that stuff. That's what I mean by packaging. It's the packaging of the video. I don't design my thumbnails anymore and do the SEO anymore. I used to for every single video. It would take me at the time anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes per video to do the thumbnail and the SEO. So generally, like in the beginning, it took me 30 minutes to do one thumbnail and 30 minutes to do the SEO. But again, once you get better, it could decrease from there. And then the 15 minutes is just basically to schedule it up. So uploading, inputting all of the metadata, the tags, all that stuff. And when multiplied by 4, this could be anywhere between 3 to 5 hours per video. Now, you may be looking at that and being like, oh God, you've like convinced me out of YouTube, because when you add it all up, it's anywhere between 12 to 41 hours for 4 videos and or per video 3 to 10 hours. And again, this is on the lower end too. Like we're creating just educational videos. It's not like Mr. Beast style. Like those can take hours and hours and hours. Honestly, I know someone who spends like 20 hours on one video. So you may be looking at this being like, Reed, why are you even creating this video? You are a YouTube strategist and you're basically scaring away your audience from going on YouTube. My answer to that is, yeah, I told you I'm not going to sugarcoat it. However, this right here is why you have a massive opportunity to actually be on YouTube, because most of your competition, most of the people in your space are just not going to put up these hours at all, right? It's way easier to create a Facebook post, an Instagram post, like just type something out, have an image, right? Rather than go through this entire process. But this is exactly why when people see someone on YouTube, it almost immediately elevates their authority. I will say there's a lot of junk on YouTube. I will say that too. And there are some fake people as well who aren't actual experts in just extracting things from AI and just explaining it that way. But for the people who are actual experts and you're on YouTube, there's an immediate elevation. It's almost like you have your own show in a way. And people do see you as an authority because people just subconsciously know it takes a lot of time and effort to create a YouTube channel. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is you look at this number and you see this as a cost. You see this as cost of time. Whereas I look at this number and I see ROI. I'm getting these hours back. And the reason for that is because instead of me asking the question of how long does YouTube take, I'm instead asking the question of what work am I doing right now that YouTube can replace and give me back that time. And that's exactly our approach to YouTube and has been for a very long time. Every single video creates leverage for us. How? Well, because when I'm releasing a video, yes, I'm spending this time to create this video, time and money, right? I'm delegating parts of these out to others as well. So it's my time and money. I'm spending time and money to create this video. However, this video is going to last forever. This video is going to live on because YouTube is a search engine, right? I can't say the same thing for Instagram or these other platforms out there where you're creating a post and within 48 hours, it's gone, right? People aren't going to find it again. They'll see it in their feeds and it'll typically vanish within that time span. But I see the video as many things. I see it as a salesperson on my team. I see it as the marketing department. I see it as nurturing my audience as well. So let me give you an example of what this looks like potentially in your business too. So we use our YouTube videos in many different ways. We use it to send an email out to our list. So instead of me taking the time to write up that email and figuring out what to write there, that gets replaced with a YouTube video. Just basically sending, instead of coming up with the content, we're sending them to the YouTube video. So that replaces what I have to do on the email marketing side. It also is nurturing that audience. So when you think of the time it takes to nurture a relationship with potential leads, or other people in your space, other your network. Obviously, nothing is better than in person, and I 100% agree with that. But you're extending your time in a way, right? By creating this video and giving people a sense of what it's like to talk to you, to work with you, understand how you think and your style and your vibe and your energy. And if that resonates with them, this one video can impact multiple people, many people at once, not just in a sense of, you getting an email subscriber or a client, but also actually helping them solve a problem. Another thing too is if you find yourself explaining your frameworks over and over again, or repeating yourself and saying certain things on sales calls where it would make sense for you to create a video on that and just, again, use the video intentionally. It's replacing some of the work that you're already doing in your business, while at the same time, the YouTube video is getting in front of a new audience and attracting new viewers. So instead of asking how long does YouTube take, really ask yourself, what work are you doing right now that YouTube can replace? And if you think of it in that sense, this isn't a cost. 3 to 10 hours is not how much you're spending in terms of hours. It's how much you're saving and more, because it's compounding. Because as I mentioned, those videos are lasting longer. So YouTube is always going to be front-loaded effort, but that effort is going to produce compounding returns. Just like, when you invest in assets or stocks or something like that, you're putting money up front so that you get those compounding returns. So if you're still here watching this video, I thank you and commend you for sticking around, because that tells me you're my people, you get this, you understand how this works, rather than I think most people will drop off at the sight of these hours and be like, no, YouTube's not for me. And that's fine. That's totally fine. YouTube is not for everyone. But if you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you're curious about how we get the most ROI from this time spent on a video, we use a very specific strategy called the YouTube Authority formula that we created, we've tested, we've proven with many of our clients. I have a free guide, a free checklist in the description below for you, so you can actually go through that checklist and make sure you're optimizing your channel and your videos for clients and for real ROI. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.